In the history of sports, there's always been a best nickname. I'm Joe the Fan with Shano Mack here with Just Win Bets Baby. Shano, what is the best nickname in sport, of any sport that you've watched throughout your career?
Number one for me, and obviously I never watched this player play, but he has so many great nicknames. I think you have to put him up there as one of the best nicknames of all time, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, you keep telling me that. Who is she?
First of all, his name's not Babe, it's George Sherman Ruth, right? So Babe Ruth, that's already one nickname. You have the Great Bambino.
The Great Bambino!
The Sultan of SWAT.
The Sultan of SWAT!
The Colossus of Clout.
Colossus of Clout! The Colossus of Clout!
The Titan of Terror. The King of Crash.
The King of Crash!
I mean, he had so many great nicknames. I think Babe Ruth is definitely my favorite nicknames of all sports.
Babe Ruth! Oh my God! You mean that's the same guy? Yes!
You know, I'm gonna go with, before I say mine, that reminds me of Apollo Creed.
In the blue corner, weighing 221 pounds.
You know, in Rocky IV, we had the King of Monte Fisco.
The Count of Monte Fisco.
You know, the list is going on and on.
The Dancing Destroyer. The King of Sting.
But that reminds me when I hear about Babe Ruth when you were listed right there.
Yo, you think you got enough names? Patience, Daddy. Almost done.
I'm going to go with the former XFL. This is when Vince McMahon had the XFL, I believe, in the early 2000s.
I think it was 2001.
2001?
Yep.
He hate me, Rod Smart, excuse me. He hate me, Rod Smart.
That was such a great marketing thing by them, is having them pick their names on the jerseys. I mean, because they were selling like crazy, especially his. They were selling like crazy. I remember that. I was in high school then. Yeah, just like a freshman, sophomore in high school. And like I remember people walking around with the "He Hate Me's" and like people were making their own, like putting on their back. It was such a great move by Vince McMahon. He's such a smart businessman. He did some other shady stuff that got him kicked out of WWE, but smart businessman.
Absolutely. What was your second nickname, best nickname in sports?
So my second one, this is a player that played for the Charlotte Hornets back in the day, back in the 90s. It was Larry Johnson, and he used to go by the name of Grandmama. Grandmama, I think it was a great nickname. They used to have these commercials for him for his shoes, and like it would be like him like as knitting a sweater on like sideline of like a pickup basketball game, and then coming in and just like dunking on people dressed as a grandma, and it was it was the best. Grandmama is my other one.
And there for my last one, I mean, there's nothing I mentioned one when we did the Mount Rushmore of running backs with Sweetness, even an Air Jordan, the great one, the GOAT, in my book. But I'm going to go with, there's nobody compared to this guy from Florida State University, who's currently the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. Prime time. I watched NFL Prime Time on ESPN with Jackson and Chris Berman every Sunday, and every time we returned a punt or kickoff return, they would say, prime time. So he's the best. That's the best nickname that I can come up with on my own there. That's
a good one. He's kind of like, it's weird that like some name that is synonymous with so many different things, he kind of like has the claim to that name, and it's still grown. He still has it today. Like this player still call him Coach Prime, which is crazy.
Yeah, and he's got a great marketing. I mean, he does those commercials with the Aflac duck and with Coach Saban. But Prime is, man, and you know what? And I understand that it is what's the boxer name that came up with that drink, Prime?
It was the Paul brothers.
The Paul brothers. Yes, yeah. Jake Paul. So I thought when Prime came out, because my son loves it, I thought that was Deion saying, "Oh my God, this guy is huge." And even when he got the gig in Colorado, oh man, they're selling like hotcakes. The shirts, the hats, everything. So Colorado landed a great coach there with it, especially in the marketing part.
Yeah, and his presence has helped. Like, think about like if he wasn't there, there's no way Travis Hunter who just, plays both ways of the ball. There's no way he's going to Colorado if Dion's not there, right? If prime
Right.
time's not there. So like just the magnitude he brought to that school is crazy. I know a little while ago, Florida State was thinking about hiring him as their head coach, and they might be regretting that now, just because of that name and getting those players back. Because I mean, that's where he played, is Florida State, if you remember that.
Oh yeah,
Dion back.
absolutely.
So I would it'd be interesting to see him go back to his alma mater or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, he played for the great Bobby Bowden. Yeah, go Seminoles. So viewers, tell us what you think is the best nickname in sports. It can be any sport whatsoever. Football, baseball, basketball. There's a lot.
NASCAR, hockey, wrestling, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Tell us what you think. And again, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot of content that we're going to dish out in the upcoming days and weeks. We appreciate the support. If you have a comment, please leave it below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything that we do. Till next time, see you later.